Well, hello, and welcome to Vampyr. This is a game that I've heard fairly decent things about. I remember hearing about this game years before it was going to come out, and I believe this game was sort of in development hell for quite a while. So obviously me and Dark Shadow sort of took the piss out of it, saying, oh, it's going to be shit, but turns out it's potentially going to be a pretty decent game. From what I've heard, it's alright. One thing that I do if I want to check, yep, that's fine. Because sometimes, I don't know why, but Windows for some reason, and I've noticed this recently with my PC, so I do need to check it out, but for some reason whenever I put something in 1080p, it can sort of, my PC sort of glitches out or whatever, and then it becomes 720p, which is the entire problem that I had with the Outer Worlds, which is why I couldn't click anything over here, because it just didn't exist. But yeah, this doesn't seem to be the problem here, so yeah. Obviously I'm going to be playing on normal mode. There's a part of me that really wants to play on hard mode, just because, I mean, the type of game that it is, I feel like I'm going to have a better experience, but I'll play it this way. If I really enjoy it in the future, I can always play it on hard, but for now I will play it on normal. I will not do it on easy, because that is just not how this game is intended to be played. Making all the main decisions in the game that's supposed to matter not matter, which I guess I understand if people are looking for just a story to play or story to experience, I suppose, but no, not for me. Excuse me. I may also need to lower my graphics settings because everything's on high, I think. Because I'm playing this on PC through the Xbox Games Pass. May as well make use of it whilst I've paid for it again. Thanks, Microsoft. No. I will also attempt to play Hellblade before it runs out. I should have fucking played that today, actually. Oh well.
Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Yep, so obviously, if you couldn't tell by the title, we're a vampire. Immediately there's tragedy, because like I said, I played this like half an hour ago just to make sure it ran. Yeah, the game immediately strikes with tragedy. I don't really care, but in some ways I guess with how it's done it's sort of alright, but I basically played up until like the first guy you have to take down when you go into the main city of London, so I basically beat the tutorial. Seems alright, seems alright. I'm not going to be that person who adds to the whole, it's like Dark Souls, because, I mean, combat-wise, it's obviously similar. You've got a stamina bar, your attacks, dodging, and whatever have you reduces stamina. Makes sense, but other than that, it is nothing to do with Dark Souls. Like, I don't mind the aspect of working around stamina in combat, because then it just allows you to sort of sometimes think, I suppose, what you want to do, rather than just mash attack over and over again. So there's a tiny bit of strategy, but because this game is fairly limited in its combat system. Because the thing is with Dark Souls, like, especially with the bosses, like, you play that game and the bosses are these beautifully crafted some of them are beautifully crafted, I should say. And that makes the entire experience of playing those kind of games with that kind of limited combat very interesting. But with this, because it is just fairly... You're essentially just playing whack-a-mole, but you've got stamina. So, it's nothing to write home about, but it's alright.
So thirsty.
Also, RIP. I wonder if you could actually... Probably not. No, the game forces you to do this. Oh, that would have been amazing if you couldn't do this. Or if you chose not to. Yeah, rip dear old sister. You find out in like 2 seconds, so it's not a spoiler. I don't know why they did this. I suppose it's to pretend. I mean, character-wise, it works for motivation to find the person who did this, but player-wise, I can't give a flying fuck.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary!
Mary had a little lamb.
Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. No. No.
Well, if you didn't suck all the blood out, I mean, first problem is I'll always reference the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy for this, but vampires don't bite and suck. They bite, then lick. Which, I mean, I find it funny, but it's just the matter of fact that you're biting. Fangs go in, but no, unless if you've somehow got suckers in your fang teeth now that can suck and draw the blood out,
Please,
makes
a moment,
sense.
let me explain.
But like I say, you've got something implemented in there, blood isn't coming out, so yeah.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot. This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. No, please, stop. I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Now, I can defend myself. Kill that thing! Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
I mean, true. Considering this guy's a doctor and all.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry. No, please, stop! Who are you? Murdering! What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about?
Oh no, the sun.
What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
And now I have less health. Or less maximum health. So anything that can directly
Feels like it's burning me to the bone.
injure
I need to find
vampires.
somewhere to hide.
Oh, he did see me. Nice. Yeah, stuff like that will just reduce your maximum health. Obviously, as of right now, doesn't matter. Later on, obviously, I have to be careful.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
And now we'll get a repeat of everything we just saw. Because... I don't know.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
You did it. Ooh, 5 shillings. That'll get me fucking nothing.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
Ha.
Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Yeah, a miscellaneous item that I can sell. And yeah, don't ask me why reflections don't work in this. I mean, like I said, I have my graphics settings pretty much set up, so unless it's a specific setting that I haven't enabled, in which case, whatever. But I'm fairly certain like this game sort of goes more down the route of
Who goes there?
the old writings or fantasy writings of vampires. That's why it's spelt the way it is in the title.
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
And obviously, I don't know if in the ye olde tales
I still have so
if they have
much to
reflections or not. I
accomplish.
know they don't now, but nice. You also get a warning at the
Still
beginning
have
of this
so
game
much
saying,
left that needs doing.
because there's sort of medicine in this game, they say to you, oh, just remember that we take liberties in how medicine works in this to cross over fantasy with creatures, and it's no fucking shit. Like, okay, I don't need an explanation that, you know, they're trying to take medicine realistically, which is nice, you know, I suppose. Might learn a thing or two, but I didn't need an explanation that they had to take some liberties, because, like, vampires, for all we know, don't exist. Besides your conspiracy theories, but
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
I don't know why he needed to tell himself that, but whatever. Anyway, now we go to bed, and this is how we level up. Because the leveling system in this game is completely different.
None of it.
Because you are a doctor, you can just completely pretty much kill everyone and gain as little blood as early as possible if you wish, which means you won't be as high as a level, because to level up in this you need to spend your experience stroke blood on upgrades to then level up. So if I had 10,000 XP, I would still be at level 1. I spend it on stuff,
So be it.
then you level up. Or what you can do is you can help out the inhabitants of London to make them much healthier, and then I believe you have one of two options. You can take all the blood for yourself, meaning more upgrades and higher levels, or you can take a slightly less amount but the people live. It all depends on, obviously, if you want more upgrades and to make the game easier, or if you want to make it, I guess, slightly more challenging, but I'll guarantee you it will not matter. It just won't. Yep, this is where we level up. I mean, he even missed his heart. Doctor.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is. As mad as the moon. Obtains blood in sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Yep, so now this is basically your healing. So I can't remember what the fuck you call them in Dark Souls, but like I say, you can see the spending experience leveled me up. Or blood, but yeah. Like I say, combat wise it is fairly basic. Story wise I pretty much know nothing. So
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad,
yeah,
then
no, it might be pretty decent.
it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have
Where the hell did the
become.
body go?
These people want me dead.
That's
I
the
need to
first
leave
question.
now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Come on, you coward!
Let's have a quick rummage around for stuff like that. Oh, hey, Bad Blazer. Time to give the suck. I know, right? Oh, shelter key. Key of the shelter in Southwark. And yes, before you American says no, it's Southwark. No, it's Southwark. Just ignore the W. There's going to be a lot of that in this, probably.
Still in Southwark.
It's not the Thames, it's the Thames. Do not ask me where the E comes from, but it's the Thames.
Go back home. There's a strength
Just blame ye olde London.
I never knew I had.
It's on to us!
This should not be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is a fire.
And also vampires don't suck. They bite and lick.
Like a child learning the limits of my body.
Have you not watched The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Why now you've got this guy. Oh. Oh, nice miss.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I didn't pick up the thing, did I? Nope. Oh well. There was a collectible back in the safe house. Oh well. If I ever go back there later, I'll pick it up. I know where it is.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened, the dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Sorry, how are you then, Black Blazer? How'd you do?
What will London have to say to me?
Alright,
So
Governor.
many questions unanswered.
That's probably what London will say. And then again, I have no idea. Ooh, 10 shillings, but I have no idea if this game goes the cliche, "You're alright, Daphne," sort of old London accent, or if it's just normal. Because I've only talked to like 3 people in this, so I mean it seems normal, but then again, I'm the one who has shit on my boots. Yes, 10 shillings. That'll probably get me
The man has been drained of all blood.
probably a loaf of bread,
Still
maybe.
smell the scent of it.
If not, half a loaf of bread. I don't know the actual going rate for shillings, but
Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Fresh. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
yes, I know I can craft. I need 3 common parts and 2 lead plates. Nope. Not shillings, extinct currency. Yeah, it's been extinct for many, many years. It has. Oh, hey Horizon, how are you? Yeah, because I mean, considering this game does take place in 1914, something like that.
At last, a little life.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit.
Doing normal, nice. Me, I'm doing very well.
It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is
Hot.
important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
So obviously,
People
by the
will
way,
always
if you do
believe
have any
monsters.
legitimate questions about ye olde
It's
London,
easier than accepting
I might be able to
dark
answer them. Not that I'm from London, but
monsters.
I'll I'll leave you to your bottle then. Whoever he may be.
Well, I'm going to cheat this
The
system
killer
because if
recently
you go
entered
upstairs
this bar.
first and then go downstairs, you can
Maybe
answer
some of the locals saw him.
This is no place for you.
a couple of questions much quicker.
Roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require.
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
May the power of Christ compel you.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
The only time that Jesus can harm someone.
I need a word.
What time period are we talking here? I think during World War One. Because there's a lot of posters of the "Your country needs you" man. They're all. So, yeah. Who?
And
See, like I said, this is what you can do to upgrade. Oh, sixth thing. Edgar Swansea. Swansea is somewhere in England. He's the lead vampire, isn't he? Probably not. Oh, there are many different districts. That's a lot of people to kill. Well, not kill, but take blood of. Oh, I can cure him with fatigue. Or he's got fatigue and I can cure him for it. Yeah, so to get more blood stroke experience in this, the more hints you find, the more blood you get. And this, if you also cure them of whatever ails them, you then get more blood. And then obviously if you completely kill them, you gain all the blood. If you don't completely kill them, I think you get about half. So
who might you be?
a game where Jeebus actually has an effect on me. Yep.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
I'm just going to die
Then
here
if
if you
you are
don't
not
mind.
a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may, if you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Well, just ask Sonic. Sonic, fuck me, why did I just say Sonic?
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Fuck him.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
Damn it.
Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
It's pretty great how, like, say, you go upstairs and
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man
you can
I'm
just
looking
completely
for.
skip
No, I
dialogue
want
of
the
you're
truth.
meant to talk to her and go, oh, there was a guy who came through here, and then she goes, oh no, who are you talking about?
And I don't think
But because
Tom
I
wants to
completely
tell
skip
me.
her dialogue
I'm
telling
just
her,
the
no, you
barmaid
tell me
here,
the
okay?
truth, I know what you're
If
hiding,
Tom said
she's,
you're the only visitor we had,
um,
then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
oh, clock
Tell
someone.
me about this, William.
That means
Bishop.
punch
Will
to
was
you
the
and me.
sailor who worked at the canning factory.
Or
before he
knock
lost
someone
sight.
out, but
A nice bloke,
Yeah.
really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
I'll explain some jank. What jank? See, there you go. The guy who you're about to talk to now. Like I say, because the more bloods you find, so I think you've got to do this to get this much, this to get this much, that to get a little more, or you just get them and it fills it up. One of the two.
There's gotta be something.
Oh God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale.
But yeah, no, like this
You
game
out
when it
there.
came out
Can
was
I get you a drink?
fairly
thank you.
janky, but some of the
I'm
people
not-
expressions, I mean,
not
that's
thirsty.
just...
Well, grab a chair and get some rest.
I mean, in all
It's gonna be
honesty, you
another
can't
long
really
night.
expect a lot from... Yes, I know.
Tom,
Obviously, you can't
talk
expect
to
a
me
lot
about the
from
visit your old friend,
smaller
William.
developers.
Yes, Will came by tonight.
So,
But he's
in
not
all
my
honesty,
friend
because of
anymore.
it is what it is. Like, it's good enough,
I need to find him.
you know.
It's a matter of urgency.
Like, it's not game breaking,
Do
but
you know where he is?
You could try his boat.
it's obviously not
It's up by the
amazing.
North
But
Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
yeah, there you go. I can get 2,750 experience from that man. You want to say this is post Life is Strange days? Yes. If they're the same development team behind Life is Strange Season 1, then the same team worked on this. I will admit this game is like 1,000 times better.
Intrigue. What's been
But if
done
it's a
to me?
different division of the same company, then it kind of makes sense that this game is drastically different to the bullshit that is Life is Strange.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
So I think this came out last year, I want to say.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. What's this? Some sort of note. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Oh, you just sneak up on him.
Over there!
It's locked.
Yes, I know. I've played video games before.
Watch yourselves! There's one of us!
Could you not go for him, please? I would very much appreciate it, thank you. Well, I might have one problem with this game. I might have one problem. And that's the bullshit, tracking. Because even Dark Souls has it, and even in Dark Souls it's fucking annoying. Like, you dodge out of the way of an attack, but they still turn around and track you. Also, that guy's floating, just to let you know. Oh yeah, I have no stamina. I wish I could see. That's the first problem. This. Can I upgrade this now? Yes, I know. Yes, I can. But I can't do that. I need 2 more common trigger parts. Rest to evolve. Not that I need to, because nothing's going to happen. Oh no, I can level up stuff. Science, +1 syringes, 10% bullets, no thanks. Is that all that does? Oh yeah, that does just increase how many bullets you can carry, and I'm assuming this increases how many syringes you can carry. Yep. So what's blood? Increase your blood capacity. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Oh, that won't be bad. 15% stamina, 50 health. How much do I have? I can get 2 upgrades. I will get stamina and health, may as well. Wait, how much is the next upgrade? Oh, I can get that twice. That would be fairly decent, because then I won't really have to worry about endurance at all. But no, fuck it, I'll get some health for now. And now we confirm. And get our 2 upgrades. That didn't really do a whole lot, but whatever.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Oh, and this is the quote-unquote boss fight.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
We shall overcome this. We've done it
This
before.
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Fuck you. I win.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen
I
to
don't
the
know
sound of
Daniel
my
was in
voice.
this game.
I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Okay, bye. Now let's get this fucking Irishman up.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Yes.
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
And conveniently, like 1914 or whatever, London, they have things where they can analyze blood. I mean, to an extent that would be true, but they might take some liberties with it. Also, he's dead still.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William
Oh,
was...
great, we're in the River Thames. Nice.
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But
Hello.
when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed, marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It won't give me a choice, will it?
It seems I have little choice.
Yep.
But yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Unless I decide to be a complete arsehole and kill you. Which, I mean, I'm gonna be good boy vampire. I'm gonna be good boy. Because like I say, you can screw these people over by just killing them and taking as much blood as you can. I believe it does affect the ending on how many, I think, how many people you kill, how many people you save, and probably certain deeds in the game. So, obviously if you decide to kill everyone and take as much blood, evil ending. If you heal everyone and take little to no blood, good ending, pretty much.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Why is her
I'll
hair
make a new
glowing?
rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Don't grab him on the arse.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I can transfuse your blood through my fangs.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, but
It's only
at
thanks
some
to
point
Nurse
someone
Crane
might
staff
make
that
the
our ship
joke,
doesn't sink.
to which I will then just agree with it,
Just
but
ask her.
Duly noted.
I'm not
Your
going to.
assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Enter the Pembroke Hospital.
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir,
I will.
please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get
Next time I'm gonna be a
rescued.
good boy.
Alright.
And then if I do play this game again, I suppose, I'll play it on hard and be an absolute
Yes.
dick.
That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Me
Follow
going
me,
gentleman.
Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
But no, I mean, I'm always a good boy in every game that I play, so... Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. I mean, I didn't want to do this, but whatever.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press A to embrace Clay Cox or B to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained.
No more. Not tonight. Not like
No,
this.
good boy.
I will not take another life.
I mean, all I need now is a top hat, so if I can buy one, I'm getting one. But
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
oh my god, it says aluminium. Fuck you. That's to every American out there. I'm sick and tired of playing games, especially based like in this, and it's aluminum.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
Listen, just because I can spell
Better news during these
words in
terrible
English,
times.
Do we know
and you
each other?
Americans can't.
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is this? It's more than enough.
Don't be misled by appearances.
What can you tell me about?
Some are really good, and others...
Tell me more.
Nurse Brannigan...
You really seem to admire.
I'll go even...
Any opinion about?
Yeah, this is then what happens when I play these games. I just skim over what they say. It's much easier. Because otherwise this game would be like fucking 30 hours, but if I can drop it by a good 5 hours by reading, I'll read.
Goodbye.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke
We'll
Hospital,
have to
Dr.
see
Reed.
the wizard,
Your
the
office has
wonderful
been
wizard
prepared.
of Oz.
I would like to ask... And Mr. Hampton,
I gave him a sedative to help.
what kind?
Well, you accepted the job from him.
It's right to assume, Dr.
You'll get to know him soon enough.
Apologies.
Dr.
If you could point me...
Second floor of the hospital.
Thank you, no.
Well, I've now met these two people. Gwyneth is overqualified as a nurse, according to Corcoran Tippets. Who is this man who Corcoran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse? Okay. Oh, and Clay Cox presumes the role of the other guy who we killed. Oh no, because he's the... No, he isn't. That's the guy that... That's the drunk guy.
They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying.
Oh, okay.
This is no time for self-pity.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised.
You must know, blood trans...
How are things?
not good to...
An invisible enemy.
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital...
We are all volunteers.
I'm not...
Brilliant professionals.
Most of them.
It would be inappropriate...
Is there any...
Well,
Why should his aide...
I guess it's fair to say he's always...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something...
No, I may disagree.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps...
I'm glad that when you find information, you then just go, I'm going to echo my voice to you and hallucinate.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge...
Goodbye now. Good evening.
Doctor,
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
Hello, you're exhausted, old man.
those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried. You don't have to blame her.
I'm not that.
Goodbye.
Actually, give me a minute.
Good.
No.
Goodbye.
Does this game tell you? Which you probably won't. Yeah, no, it only tells you that you've discovered it, not that you've talked to them about it. That would be slightly better. Like, if it tells you you've investigated this, you now know about it, you can then go over and ask them about it, and that's when you get the check mark to increase the blood quality, instead of just finding stuff out. Just make things easier to mark off, I suppose.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks. The ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite
Nino.
a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
No, he's the traitor.
How is the
You want to hear the situation?
Are you really smug?
And why not? I've already...
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own...
So what do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance driver.
Since you're on the front.
It's a complete...
It sounds like things...
Yesterday I got attacked.
You left and...
Go there yourself if you want.
Like so. I like skim read.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doctor.
Oh, I can buy a shotgun. Oh, I only have 29 shillings. Oh, okay, so I assume... Yeah, okay, so this is... If people are next to each other, that's their social circle. Okey-doke. Is there a map? There is. For Whitechapel. Jack the Ripper.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor.
How is your state?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask you
It's the pain, sir.
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doc.
You don't seem...
My face hurts so much more when...
Where were you stationed?
I really don't want...
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean? You remained perfectly nice and polite.
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
How did you end up?
I had received alarming news about his
Alarming.
behavior. I went to his place and...
Why did he...
William was an alcoholic.
You dared to enter this...
I'm just a man trying to help his friend.
Do you know Tom Watts?
Tom? Yes, of course. Oh.
People are...
How could it be otherwise?
Who should I avoid?
Not really.
What is the general...
The situation has always...
Who leads...
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his...
Has the gang...
no. I've...
What do you do for a living, Mr.
I manage a night asylum.
Are you a priest?
Not at all, Doctor.
Why didn't you use your cross?
That's a very strange question, Doctor.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands.
Thank you, sir.
Have you made friends?
Not really. But
You never came to see her.
You're preaching to the convert.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. I cannot enter.
Disgust on every street corner.
I've
Good
spoken
evening,
to you.
nurse. And I'm Dr.
No.
Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Pippa Hawkins. Oh, she's with Milton Hooks. Ugh.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish...
I wish I could believe.
You must...
Sorry.
How long?
Or long enough to see that the...
You'd be surprised. How
Or long...
You'd be...
No.
How is the Pembrokes?
Not well.
Why is Milton
Milton's not the kind of man who's...
Why did...
I don't know.
Goodbye.
I gotta go outside and talk to him. Or not.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share...
If you have a problem...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your
I know we've never met before.
Oh, but I have heard about you.
Aren't you too old for such...
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed.
Since your tenure in this hospital...
Let's just say I'm tired of the...
Carelessness.
We're here to save lives.
I don't intend to run any
Modern medical methods were created through audacity.
I don't know what you've heard.
I don't question your skill.
And what exactly is...
I served in the war just like you.
Be careful what you...
I only want you to...
Knowledge has always been and will remain.
It is not a question of initiative.
It seems you have...
I refuse to see...
We can at least agree on some... Thank you. Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're
Well,
going
may as
to
well
be
fucking talk to everyone.
To read. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something?
I'm a great admirer of...
What made...
I'm not a...
It's always a pleasure to share.
This epidemic may be the century...
I based my...
I'd rather not talk about it.
As long as you're cautious.
You're not the first one to warn.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud...
What can you tell?
Well, it has always been an honor.
Do you need help with anything?
Well, yes, maybe.
Do you want me to play?
Oh no, Dr. Reed.
I see. You seem quite...
I'm convinced that this epidemic...
Questions remain.
True, true.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly.
What is it you really want?
Fair question.
Tell me, Mr. Fid.
Our first diagnosis was but why would he hide? Because he is a proud...
This personal...
I agree.
Do you think keeping...
All I know is that
Goodbye.
I'm quite...
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my young
Well, I've at least got 2 quests to go on and do.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Doctor.
I'm not the kind of man who...
And are you not...
Rival...
Thank you for your...
Did I speak to you?
What can I do?
Yep.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is...
Tell me about...
I'm just a regular guy waiting...
I was more curious about what...
I'm a carpenter. And a good one, too.
Tell me about the doc...
Strickland and Ackroyd.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments.
Are you satisfied?
Well, it's clear that
I won't...
Are you sure you don't want to...
In other circumstances... Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible.
Of course I didn't hurt myself.
How could your job?
I was working a double. She went...
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children?
They were smaller then.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer.
Goodbye for...
I'll not let you down, my boy.
What the hell is that? Oh.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances...
I'm all right.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Doc?
What can you tell me?
Not much to say.
May I ask if you...
I'm a teacher by profession.
Are you really that rich?
Yes, thanks to my husband.
What do you think of your...
I have had the uttermost reservations.
Is there something in particular that...
Some of the staff were not especially...
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
What do you mean?
She...
She charged you for...
Yes, and I paid without question.
I share your concern.
I don't expect compensation, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason.
Yes.
Could you at least tell...
Mortimer.
How painful.
So painful,
I'm sure you realize it.
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized?
My mother just wants the best for me.
Is your mother bothering you?
That's tempting, Doctor.
Pembroke Hospital makes...
It's not me, you have to...
How...
So,
I'll let you... Good evening.
Haha, fuck you.
Tell me about it.
I don't want to talk.
Never mind.
I have to...
Don't waste your time with me.
What can I...
Thank you.
See, now this is where the problem fucking starts, from what I can gather. Who the fuck... I mean, okay, what has he got? Fatigue. Who the fuck am I talking to now? Because I've gotten multiple things, like for example this, but first of all, where are they? Who have I already talked to? And how do I continue conversations of new questions that I've uncovered? God, that's going to be so annoying. Again, just a little check mark of, okay, you've discovered this bit of information. Check mark once you've discussed about it. It's a very quick and easy thing to check through. Oh, and I don't have a reflection. Nice. Just a little frustrating. Well, there's 4 more people I need to talk to. No idea who they are or where the hell I'm going. Because again, a little check mark. Actually, no, I can do that, can't I? Never mind. So I can at least do that to find people, but
the new surgeon at
you know.
the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me
Well, Dr. Reed.
And why do you believe?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Please, describe.
I can hear my body...
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say? Oh, son.
I'm assuming you must...
It's only a cover.
The staff here...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white.
I see.
Thank you, mortal.
Who are the...
I cannot say for sure.
Who are you really?
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious to know who you were.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Send...
I'll leave you.
Oh, you're inside the bloody hospital. Oh, you're in that room.
It's
yeah,
locked.
I can't get in there. So where the hell is the driver then? Oh, there he is.
If only there were more of us. Less
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows.
I know it's a difficult task.
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye, Milton.
So how many other people am I missing? Three people, but that woman's not even on the list. She's not. Oh well.
cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
This doesn't even take me anywhere. I swear to God, if I get like one shot by these fucking things, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. A photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back, Milton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
A colleague?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr.
What do you mean, you used to?
No, sir.
Are you afraid?
Why should I?
An interesting...
Sir, as a medic during the war...
How did you get...
After I left the army...
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir.
Why do you have to...
Because these poor fellow...
Why closed?
It was for sanitary reasons.
Have we met?
I don't think so.
When we first talked, you said you were glad to...
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing.
A pawnbroker?
Yes, sir.
Who comes here?
I'm very cautious.
What kind?
With the quarantine.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive.
Do you think you would enjoy...
I don't think so.
Do you really believe...
As I said, sir.
Quite depressing.
Yes.
So you're...
No, I am not.
You're a wise man.
No, Dr. Reed. I am...
Please...
Of course.
What do you have? Oh, an enigmatic formula. This formula written on a piece of paper seems complex and needs to be analysed, or analysed if you prefer. 70 shillings, lovely. Opium. Get high. Codeine. Oh, they all sell for 7.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some good news.
What?
I retrieved your wallet.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money and...
40 shillings.
Goodbye, Milton.
The hell is that icon? What is that icon?
It's locked.
I'm guessing there isn't actually any way back there. Oh no, that's telling me where I need to go to investigate what they're doing. Okay.
You don't mind if I search your pockets? Do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Rakesh steals from the dead he's responsible for. Nice.
It's locked.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pepper,
Yes? Milton.
I have no intention of reporting you.
The rules say I won't be allowed.
Is he worth?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman.
Goodbye.
Now it's time to run outside again and talk to this man about stealing.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh?
These people are dead, sir.
You should show respect for the dead.
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted.
How dare
these people?
You should.
The body.
No more.
Goodbye.
More bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm managing a trade tunnel.
It's locked, all right.
Now, where's those two sneaky bastards? Right, they're in there. Which means I need to go outside and spy on them. be a sneaky sneak. The only problem is, if they don't fucking do it, then... Oh, that's why you go around the back.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'd stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Okay. Mortimer intended to take his own life. Phew. Excuse me. Beg your pardon. Well, I'm glad it stays. Poor bastard. I know, right? Because it's his mother. It is. It's his mother that's doing this.
I cannot enter.
She's doing something to him. Or is potentially forcing him to do stuff that he doesn't want to do. And this is where you get the moral dilemmas of who do you kill to take the most blood from, because who cares? When in all reality, I mean, I'm not bothered.
I said stay away, sir! Last warning, sir!
What level are these guys? 12. Can I save? I cannot. Crap. Well, I kind of need to enter there, so... yeah, I kind of can't do this. Does the map even tell you... levels? Because if it did, that'd be nice. Oh well, I guess I'm doing her investigation then.
It's locked.
I would go put her in. Or hideout. We'll take it.
Locked,
Never
all right.
mind. I'll take a left. Then I can go to my office and level up. Why the hell is Clay Cox still down there? Never mind. Gimme.
Watch it! It's a cat!
Find the local command post of the Guard of Prewin. Oh no, I want that. A lead rod and a lead plate. Because if I'm level 4, I can level up at least 2 more times minimum. No, I can level up 3 times. I can. Oh no, do not go that way. Yeah, no, I'm really not meant to be here. The question is, will they just attack me, or...
Don't come closer, sir.
Where the hell am I going? Oh, there's only one way to go. Fucking hell, why is it? I need to turn around. It's in a fucking alleyway. God damn it. I'm guessing to get to that alleyway. I need to go all the way down and to the left. But I'm assuming I won't even be able to get through it anyway. Can I do that without causing attention? I can. Oh, no, hideout, nice. Blood sample of William Bishop. I can now make a light regeneration serum, which I need sodium hypochlorite solution. Okay. But I need the thing to cure fatigue, so this I need sodium hypochlorite solution. I can now make this, so I can cure that man's fatigue. Oh, I needed 2 ferrous tartarate for that. Oh, at least I've got that, so I can now cure him as if his fatigue.
More unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Fuck it. I'll go to bed now and level up. Oh, that's an ability. So these are abilities, clearly. Holy shit, 2,000? Okay, no. And I need to be level 8 anyway. Okay, I can upgrade this. And 600. No, I'll do stamina. And then... increase the blood absorption when using fighting combat. That'll do. I'm now level 6. So I'm closer to being able to enter this area, but not quite leveled.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Okay. No!
Die, vermin!
How the fuck did that hit me? Oh, suck a fucking dick. Fuck you. This might be a bit of a problem.
Best be your phone.
It's one of them!
No, just let me get the stuff. Oh, well, that's not the way forward. I can turn into a shadow, but if there's a guy blocking me, oh, God forbid you actually just phase through them. What level are you? 17? Oh, crap. Excuse me. No! Wow, get fucked. I was more worried about that guy with the fucking shotgun hitting me than anything else. Oh, so when's the last save? Probably when I wake up, yep. Fuck it, I won't bother going in there just yet. Oh, I need 3 common pot handles. Oh well, fuck it.
Lively! It's on to us!
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that one game. I hate you so much. He's gonna fucking shoot me, isn't he? I fucking hate... It's so fucking annoying. I fucking hate tracking enemies so fucking much. It's the most bullshit thing to ever happen in a video game ever. Would you like decent and skill-based combat? Or would you just like enemies to just track you anywhere that you fucking go and just hit you whenever they feel like it? Skill. I just hate that shit so much. Because you can be the most perfect player ever, but if an enemy feels like just doing a fucking 180 in the middle of an attack to hit you, they'll just do it, and it's, oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Good evening.
First, I'll be to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase the blood quality and reward you. The process of the district will also improve.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my gratitude.
How painful.
So painful.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you.
Can I help you in...
I wrote a letter for my mother.
I see.
Yes. And I don't want...
Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. No fucking shit. I've already done one of them. I've got 2. Well, 3, 4 total, but you can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X and check that for your map. It would also be nice if it told you roughly what level you need to be instead of just, oh, by the way. Well, that's Whitechapel. So you've got the Docks, Pembroke. Yeah, you've got the Docks, Pembroke Hospital, and Whitechapel. And the woman who I've already seen is the pillar of Whitechapel.
I have to...
Obviously take a left and the building's in the middle. When you find this letter, I'll be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because of you. I leave this world because of the crushing way that existence puts upon me. These times are too much for me. Sometimes I feel like Baudelaire's verses have been written as an echo from my own heart. When the low, heavy sky weighs up like a lid upon the sphere, aching for the light, and all the wide horizon's line is hid by a black day sadder than any night. It is beautiful as it is painful, Mother. I cannot suffer it anymore. I don't want you to try and convince me. I don't need to delay the inevitable, for I would do it again by any chance you manage to save me once. Farewell, your son, Mortimer.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Nope, give it to Mortimer.
It's locked.
And the only reason why I want to give it to Mortimer is for the exact reason of healing him and whatever.
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick.
Thank you.
I think you should talk to your mother.
Thank you.
I've read your letter, Mortimer.
There's nothing more to say, really.
The world is bleak.
How can we repair the...
I have...
But in the circumstances...
Well, that's that investigation done.
We have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Now, question, how the fuck do I get upstairs? Oh, yeah, it's in the main hallway.
I cannot enter.
Oh, a used hacksaw. Nice.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, that's fine.
It's locked, all right. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Why the hell would you care about water?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Yeah, one giant problem. I can't exactly get water. I mean, actually I can, but... I mean, I could, but I can't. So... There we go. Oh, I can level up. Why is it telling me 0 out of 300? Because I'm here. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Yes. There we go. Major district's events. Every night the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide of a district's fate. Oh, he's also got fatigue. Bollocks. And so does this guy. So I need 2 treatment for fatigues to do that. And if I cure him, I might be able to get that up. But whoever these 2 people are, I do not know. And then obviously I know nothing about wherever this is, but Whitechapel is serious.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
So what do I need? I need... I technically need 4 ferrous tartarate and 3 sodium hypochlorite.
Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted.
What type of hospital are you
You have been away too long, Doctor.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain...
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the
Perhaps I should look there first.
It's the large building behind the hospital.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
Thank you.
It's locked.
I need to see Rakesh first.
Not now.
So what the hell is upstairs then? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Can't even get up there. Lovely. I'll go in there in just a minute. I don't think he'll sell me anything.
I'd like wise choice.
No, he doesn't have any of that stuff. Fuck it, all the way through and to the left. Where the hell is this guy?
Good evening and good. Goodbye. Good. Please show, of course.
No, he only sells codeine and opium. Fuck. Well, I will buy that off him.
It's locked.
I was really hoping he'd have had the ingredients for me to just buy off him.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, can I now go in and out this way? Probably. Yep. Oh, don't worry. Like that little information they're saying, be careful of selling items, no one's going to destroy everything. Because as of right now, money is meaningless to me. And I would soon have ingredients to be healing people at a moment's notice.
I cannot enter.
Is there really nothing in here?
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
The fuck was that?
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. It's locked. These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. It's locked, all right. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not
It's
the
me.
cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
It's me.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time.
You're gonna rip me, right?
Tippett has made...
Anytime now that there's a fucking... Oh, looks like this person's had something to do with their lungs. Me. John Doe? Looks like he's been making a lot of money. Fuck you, Mr. Doe. Suck a fucking dick. There we go.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Well, luckily for you, you're not going to.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Oh, I've discovered light blood serum regenerates 60 blood points instantly. Nice. And an enigmatic formula. Ooh. Treatment for cold. Treatment for bronchitis. Nice. And treatment for pneumonia. Or pneumonia, if you prefer. Or bronchitis. Or cold. Well, no, I need 2 more fatigues. I can make 2 more fatigues. Or aluminium powder. Or aluminium shards. Well, if they're only ever used for bullets, I don't give a shit. Okay, so yeah, that stuff needs codeine and clove essence and potassium permanganate. Excuse me? Permanganate? Or whatever. Stop it, doctors. I normally eat my hair for dessert, not as a snack. Oh, anemia. I've got that probably. Sepsis. I do not have that, but seriously. 8. Well, I need 2 of these. So 1. Damn it, I need sodium hypochlorite. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Yeah, I need 1 more sodium hypochlorite solution. And no one sells that, so... bollocks. Also got 1,000 XP. Fuck you. Was it ferrous tartarate that I needed? Ah, we'll fucking find out in a minute. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck I needed. I'll find out in a bloody minute. Because if I can just make one more, then I can go all the way back to the docks. Go into the pub. And then cure 2 people with fatigue. Okay, I also need to look for... Nope. Nope. I think it's the old guy outside. This is the wrong outside. No, this is the right outside. Where the fuck is he? I don't care about him. Yeah, this is it. Where's Gwyneth? Oh, someone new. No, whatever. Where the hell is Gwyneth? See, this is my only problem with this. No one's in where you would expect to find them. Instead, they're here, there, and fucking everywhere. So it makes it annoying to find anyone. This is one guy that I need to talk to. There she is, fucking hell.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did.
If I had not covered up his error,
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your...
look around you, Dr. Reed.
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions.
You mean you've never made a mistake?
Goodbye.
Fatigue. This is the guy I need to
Good
cure for
evening.
that.
Dr. Reed,
Why?
people who don't sleep at night always seem...
Do you ever think about that?
The wound he gave me will make...
That man was detached.
What a surprise.
What did he want?
I recently had to kill his...
Only the strongest.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever...
How is your hospital?
This is a shitty plate.
What's wrong?
That bastard you sent to bring me...
I see.
The nurses aren't too ugly.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Doctor.
But you're alive.
What are you expecting?
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cobb.
This place is full of sickness.
Consider yourself lucky.
Don't play the innocent with me.
How long do you think you...
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc.
We can't escape the consequences of our acts.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide.
And who?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
No comment on the name of the gang, but yeah. Clay had murdered the brother of the man who tried to kill him, and Clay intends to remain a gang leader after his recovery. And he's also recovering anyway. But I need one more fatigue, then I can help out the docks just slightly.
I'll leave you.
I've never seen so many people die, Anderson.
Good evening.
Doctor,
Kokorin, I want you to tell me about Mr.
he was my patient.
What was the nature?
It was a twofold error.
Why not stop?
Are you mad?
Who was this?
I don't know.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tibbets.
I don't know what...
You didn't force me. This is my...
Then I can make you this promise.
100 shillings? Nice. Corin will resign as soon as the epidemic is eradicated. Medical error costs Mr. Connor's life. Nice. Only one more hint, and then I can take his blood, I suppose. Holy shit, she gives out a crap ton of experience, but she requires a lot of... Because I have one mesmerize level, I have no idea how to get that up. What is that? 4, 2... Oh, Harvey Fiddix. Easy to do. Thomas Elwood. Oh, and Clay Cox. But I won't do Clay Cox until he's fully healed.
What will you do?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus.
You could buy a horse, nice.
Goodbye.
And I've now got 235 experience. Fucking hell, math is hard. I will quickly go upstairs. See if I can make another fatigue antidote, and then, if I can, probably make my way over to the docks. But I assume the game will keep telling me when I need to sleep to pursue the game further. So that means you can do main quest stuff and then piss around and do whatever you want to do. Oh, I can make one more fatigue. Perfect. This is exactly what I needed. I will go to the docks and do that then. So obviously as long as I don't sleep, the night won't progress, which means the other place potentially won't get any worse.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor.
Duty calls. When the storm...
Many thanks, Doctor.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end? I will not let you down, my boy.
Oh no, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Good evening.
Oh no, his blood quality's max. which is nice, I suppose.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done...
I have to go.
Don't waste your time with me. You always need
Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you with a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerize level or below and choose wisely. But seriously, does that, because obviously I haven't fucking done it yet, but I assume, like I say, that I can only take a certain amount and then that's it, that's all I can take from them without killing them. Or obviously if I take all their blood, then obviously I'll just basically be ruining the entirety of London, I suppose. Because the only guy is the guy out. Who can I actually do here? I mean, I can't do Mortimer Goswick because I need to be mesmerized level 2. Because I can do him, but obviously I want him to be max before I even attempt that. Then I can do Mortimer because he's obviously at max blood quality. But yeah, I wonder if you can do it multiple times. I would assume not. I would assume if you only take an X amount, then that's it. It's up to you depending on how many you want to take. Do you want to allow them to live, or do you kill them and not care?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Because I only want to take a minimal amount, which technically makes this game harder.
In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipity.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what...
So much experience. I could probably gain a couple of levels from that. Now, biggest problem. I need to get to the docks. Which means going all the way down, across, and then all the pubs there. That's where I need to go to cure the fatigue. Oh, you can place a marker. That's where I want to go. Cure 2 fatigues whilst I'm at it. Then I can rest whenever I want, pretty much. Oh, that's that person. That's a quest. Yes, I'll go off and do this first. Who are you?
Please, sir.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Oswald and myself are both infantry, sir.
How long have you been...
I can't go there.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. What can you tell me about...
I'm Oswald's best friend.
This is a dangerous part.
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital.
What can you tell me?
His name is Oswald Thatcher.
Where was your...
He went down by the canal.
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doc. When I get back, I'll have a word.
I cannot enter. It's locked.
Really? So who the hell is he then? I wish the game would stop doing that. Well, that's him. Newton's phobia of rats prevented him from rescuing his missing friend. I don't even know where the fuck to begin to look for him. I know he said on the canal, but... Where? West End? East End? Here? Obviously saying the canal, obviously it only runs so many ways.
Last warning, sir. He's moving.
Oh, suck a fucking dick, dude. Why does everyone have to come after you? Oh, they just completely ignored me. Because I'm out of their range. Nice. I'll always take that. I will.
I cannot enter.
Oh. Oh, this was bound to happen eventually. And the problem is, when is it gonna fucking... If I have to redo this entire night over, I'm not playing this. I'm not. If I have to redo the entire night, I'm not replaying this. So that's like half an hour or more. Because you can't save whenever you want. Now, if it's like the last 5 minutes when I spoke to the doctor, I've just got to walk out, talk to that guy and run around, whatever. But if it was when I last slept and I've got to do that quest again, go through the barracks, kill the boss, come back through and whatever, I'm not doing it. I'm not. See, this is why I prefer shit on console. I only wanted to play. I mean, obviously, I could have downloaded this on my Xbox One, but at this fucking rate, I'm not gonna bother. No. Like I say, because it uses like, take responsibility for your actions, which basically means if you make a decision you're not happy with, too bad, you can't revert your save. Which, don't get me wrong, is quite nice to force people to choose outcomes that they can't go back on, which I'm always for, because when you save scum in games like these just to get the best or worst outcome or whatever, it screws over the actual natural playthrough. Biggest problem is when games crash and you've got to rely on autosaves, you then question when the fuck was the last save. Which I'm going to assume was when I talked to the doctor, if I'm being honest. Like, that's when it would have saved. But I just hate autosave so much. Oh no, it saved when it crashed, pretty much. Yeah, it pretty much saved when it crashed. Okay, whatever. Okay, I'll keep playing. Yeah, go after the other guy. The one thing I also hate with games like this is the enemies are faster than you are, which is always bullshit.
Crush the leech, boys!
Fuck you.
Good evening, sir. Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am.
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here.
So you won't?
The name is Booth Digby.
Are you some kind of...
Something like that, but the police...
So you're a
Using funny joke.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr.
I could kill you for saying that.
So, tell me about...
What? Have you got a death wish?
Well, yes.
Oi! I'm the boss, alright?
The Wet Boot Boys.
Boys work for me.
I know all about your leader.
What can you tell me?
Things ain't that bad.
Well, you're not doing a very good...
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere. Or...
More efficient.
Incredible. You know what?
Edwina may be in love with Booth Digby, but she is the true leader of the gang. And social circle, Booth may be in love, but she is the true... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, gangsters, see? Yeah, that's the guy I've come to heal. Everyone else can suck it.
Goodbye.
Oh, Edwina.
Good evening, miss.
Who are you?
As I just told you,
The Pembroke Hospital, you
I'm not here to collect...
Miss Edwina Cox.
What can you tell...
I'm a businesswoman.
Gang member...
If you're...
You're quite blunt.
I like people who know...
I'm not interested in a career.
Fair enough.
Since my return...
That's exactly...
Both Digby. Booth and Edwina Cox have recently killed a man in retaliation. Ooh, the plot thickens. And that'll be the same fucking thing.
What can you tell...
You can't trust any...
You sound like you're...
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must...
Looting court.
Whatever.
Really?
Bastards. All...
Tell me about the man. You...
The bastard killed one of us and received...
What happened?
I don't know.
So you have no idea?
No one messing.
And your
I'm
conscience
seriously
is clear.
glad I play games my way.
Violence is an efficient...
So you decide.
Yes, Doctor.
Booth Digby looks at you with...
You have no idea how refreshing it can...
Hmm.
What is it, Doctor?
I believe you manipulated Booth.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know.
So you're just like any other couple.
Yeah, we're so ordinary.
Edwina suspects Booth Digby may be unfaithful.
Can I see?
As long as you have...
What do you sell? Weapon parts. I don't care for weapon parts. I mean, actually, I sort of do, but not really. Oh, you cheating?
Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
I really want to talk to him. There we go.
You again. What are you...
Tell me about the man.
One of us have been killed.
There has to be...
No, really, one.
I think you're wrong.
And then what? Let the commies in it?
Do you know Edwina's...
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox.
You have not...
She's a passionate woman.
Goodbye. Good evening.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Oh, there he is. The man I've come to heal. Oh, hang on a minute. I will heal you momentarily, sir. I've now got to go upstairs. Oh, an old woman.
Don't forget to count each bullet you fire.
You told me that already.
Nice shot. You learn quickly. Pointing an empty gun could be a fatal mistake.
It's easier when I picture the bastard's face.
$5 being shafted.
Good evening.
Whatever.
Don't you...
Don't take it.
Yes.
I'm just...
What? Don't...
What,
Yes, yes.
Is there anything...
How dare you say...
Why?
Cynicism is...
No reason.
Let me tell you.
All right.
A few years ago...
What kind of...
It was a bomb.
You lost.
I've lost everything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is there...
How dare you say...
No...
Let me...
Another... Surely...
Sure.
Son?
No, sir.
Do you really...
Person was an impassioned and radical anarchist when younger. I can't imagine that.
Well, no,
Inebriation aside.
Yes.
Take this, then. And perhaps...
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the...
I want to know more about...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, mate.
Do you still see your
No.
Do you believe...
I do not believe in much anymore.
Goodbye.
Well, that's him healed at least.
Good evening, Tom. You remember me?
Of course I do. You're that man who said...
Thank you for your...
I'm still Tom Watts.
What can you tell?
That's not that bad.
Who? How is it you can...
Well, since everybody needs it.
You're something...
I'm only pouring alcohol for...
I see.
Or something like that.
Since I'm...
Perhaps, Doctor.
How could a physician...
I have a small warehouse.
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know.
Oh, thank you, sir.
That's all that
Why
I
are you
need.
teaching your waitress?
Sabrina is a nice girl who...
Goodbye.
Hi again.
Evening, miss.
Why'd you use a gun?
I'm much more myself than...
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle, then.
What can you tell?
People don't appreciate...
You look concerned.
This is a bad borough.
Sabrina believes the doc's dangerous and feels unsafe there. No shit.
If you're uncertain about...
I've got responsibilities.
This place seems...
We get people of all sorts.
So this bar...
Yeah. Tom's convinced.
Your boss must...
Yeah.
Excuse my curiosity.
Something bothering you?
Believe me, I never...
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me.
I'm sorry if I...
Nosy. My dad was a sailor.
I know you've been learning...
I just want to feel safe.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's gonna do that. So I've somehow got extremely... I hope to God it doesn't load that. Or remember me choosing that as an option, so if it does I'm going to be slightly annoyed. See, this is why you should be allowed to save. Where the hell am I? I need to re-see that thing. God damn it. Oh no, I need to... Do I need to talk to everyone again, or... I have no fucking clue. I'm about to find out. The answer is no, and I'm guessing it's saved. Yes, it has. I hate this game. This game's terrible. Why? Just let me fucking save. Jesus Christ. Like, if I want to perfect this game and do everything correctly, just let me fucking do it. Fucking hell. This game would be a nightmare for anyone who's a perfectionist. Choosing one wrong option and you're now completely out of it, so you can't get the best out of anything. That's fucking annoying. I hate it. And people should be allowed to make the complete decisions whenever they want. Oh no, that's the river Thames, okay. It's still annoying. Because now, I wonder if you only need to get 3 correct, because that is still bullshit. Because who can I even embrace here anyway? The drunk guy. The drunk guy is the only guy that I can embrace. Hello. Oh, newspaper article.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Yeah, but what would I get out of keeping the gin bottles? I don't know why I ran all the way around.
Welcome.
You lied to me, Tom.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but...
That was devious of you.
I apologize, Doctor.
Here is your booze.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my...
Goodbye, Mr.
Yay, 50 shillings. What else? Where the hell is that? Oh, it's in Southwark. Why, oh why is it in Southwark? I wonder if I can go here and teleport across. I assume not. And I'd have to go all the way around and all the way over. God. Oh, it's a door. Yeah, I also wish in some ways this had fast travel. That is one thing that you never scrimp on in games. Always have fast travel. Because otherwise you're doing this. A lot of nothing. Because then, for me to get back, I need to run this entire length again. It's one of those things that whenever you're making an open world game, always have fast travel. Even if it costs you something, just put it in. It's the same thing with Witcher. Like, Witcher 3 had fast travel. Granted, it was annoying fast travel because you can only do it at certain outposts that were dotted around the map. But it was still there. You could still fast travel. But this, it's fucking annoying.
It's locked.
Oh, I can actually upgrade this. The only problem is it doesn't tell you what it upgrades to. I mean, obviously it does when you've got the components, but... Wait, so does that mean that the common machete only has this, and that's it? I assume. Whereas these, you can find multiple different ones. Oh, you know, I need to use bludgeon, then I need a common bludgeon. Oh. Crap. I've just wasted. Oh well, whatever. Fucking wasted that, didn't I? Yep. Except I can do this. Add 3 stun points when the weapon hits. Or decrease stamina consumption. Now I'll get this. There we go.
He's mine! Over there! There's one of
Well, I'm glad I could upgrade that. Now that I've got, what, 87 damage? Fuck you.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Right.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Yeah, now I've got to go all the way fucking back. I can feel that's going to be one of the reasons why this game's going to feel like a bit of a drag. Is having to run around here, there and everywhere. Well, I mean, if I knew where the bloody hell she was.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was just being polite.
Don't like questions.
What can you...
A shithole.
Are you think...
No.
Is then...
Well.
What's
I take care of my mum.
You...
I lost the neck. I just want...
Goodbye, Mr. F.
I found him. Random old woman. That around here. Something. There she is.
Good evening.
Hello again.
I managed to reach them.
Spare me the details, Doctor.
I'm afraid those bastards...
Dead? Shit.
Yes.
Okay then, Doctor.
Can I offer you...
I'm fine, thank...
Goodbye.
I'm guessing that's the end of that quest, yep. I swear to fucking God. Well, I'm leaving this here. I am. The game's not bad, but it just doesn't have the quality of life things that you need in a game like this. Like, one, obviously fast travel. Two, just indicating that you've got a quest and it's here. Then when you click on it on the map, if it's a radius or something you need to search for, put a radius on it. But by just having a general indication of where you need to be on the map, just so you, because like, if, say for example, if this entire game's quests were down there, and you're constantly going back up and down, you do one, go up, and then you find out, oh, there's another one down there, go back down, go up, oh, there's another one, and it's not a bad game, so far anyway, but like, the problem is, by today's standards, you get spoiled with these quality of life things. Like there are things you should just expect to be on like a checklist of, okay, this is the kind of game we're making. Okay, here's a piece of paper telling you the basics of what goes into this genre of game. Open world RPG, kind of having the option of, well, fast travel is just has to be there. That's the first bloody thing. You have to have fast travel. And then, like I say, just quest indicators to tell you where quests are. You know, I've already got them. Just tell me, just give me a little dot on the map, point, list name of the quest, press a button to activate it, so you know, okay, I've done this quest here, I'll go off, do this, because it's just off the beaten path, I'm in the general vicinity, get that done, go off, they're both in the same location to complete the quest, and I'll get them done. Not, oh, I'll go down there because it's the only quest that's down there, leave, and then, oh, there's another one down there. That's 5 minutes of me running there and back again. And I don't want to do it. Like I say, all you need is just, like these little indicators, this is all you need. Like that, all you need is like a small face marker exactly there that says tribute to the victims. You know, side quest or something. Or in this case, citizen quest. So tribute to the victims, citizen quest. You know, and then you just go, oh, press a button. Okay, so that's the quest. It's roughly here. I mean, I'm already down here. I'll get it done. Not completely hide every quest off the fucking map. See, because this one's in this general vicinity, but now I don't even know where that one is anymore. I know it's down there, because obviously I know. But like just a little marker, you know, that's just lists the name of the quest, what kind of quest it is, because if it's a main quest I won't want to do it anyway, but list the kind of quest that it is, and then give me a button to press, like Y, because Y doesn't do anything. A places the marker and X erases it, and I don't fucking know why when you can just press A on the marker again to remove it. But no, let's put two markers on top of each other, I suppose. But yeah, but even just pressing Y to activate the quest would be good enough. I'm done. I may be back with this tomorrow, but right now with this I'm done. And obviously the problem is I've now got to rely on the game to save. I've now got to rely on that, which is really annoying. So if this does go up to YouTube, I'll see you in part 2. If not, I'll see you in whatever I play tomorrow or Star Wars. So, see you then. Tomorrow.